Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I'd just like to say before we start the video, thank you all for almost at, pretty much, well, I'll just say pretty much at 2,500 subscribers. We're mere 6 subscribers away. Just another reminder that once we get 3,000 subscribers, there'll be another 12-hour stream and a $100 Games Workshop gift card giveaway. And let me start off with, once again, shouting out my sponsor, Factor. Factor link down in the description below. Use my link, get 50% off your first order and free shipping. Not only support you getting a healthy meal, it supports me financially, which is also pretty cool. Now, for the build we are going today, we're going to class, sort of a revision on a classic. We have the Achilles Mach 2 Heavy Stubber with 10% reload speed, 25% damage carapace with surgical and deadly accurate. And we also have the Bull Butcher Mach 3, as you all know, one of my favorite weapons, with 20% sprint efficiency, 25% damage to unyielding enemies with Savage Sweep and Slaughterer. Now for the talents, we have Best Defense, Furious, Smash 'em, Heavyweight, Linchpin, Towering Presence, Steady Grip, Frag Bomb, Soften Them Up, Indomitable, Stomping Boots, and we have Hard Knocks, Stay Close, Going to Grab, Too Stubborn to Die, Get Stuck In, Bruiser, No Pushover, Won't Give In, Feel No Pain, and all 4 stacks of Feel No Pain. That is the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Where's my button? I lost it. I found it. Alrighty, and we're in. You know, my Cars 2 has re-entered the cultural zeitgeist. And it always ends up doing that every few years. But it is crazy that society has... I feel like I'm joining in on a... I was about to say I'm joining in on some shenanigans. You're joshing me. As one of the greatest spy thrillers of all time. I blew something up. My God. I thought I was going to get hit through the wall there. Oh, I didn't get the uppercut off. Thank God I got the knife move speed, eh? Alright. Yeah, the scene in Cars 2 where they're interrogating the American spy car is, like, legit. Like, once again, this is not an uncommon opinion, I feel. It's crazy. Like, had that would, like, the only reason it's not rated R is because it's a fucking car. You know? Like, they literally blow that guy up from the insides. They flash boil that dude with the fucking all-in oil. Alrighty. In other news, so, this happens every now and then, where, so there's a trend on Twitter where black artists, or artists of color, will draw anime characters, sorry, one sec. They'll draw anime characters black and with black features, which is like, again, if you get mad over that sort of stuff, it's a little bit like I don't see what the issue is really. Now, that being said, don't get it twisted. I am vehemently against whitewashing. I just don't care about blackwashing. It's not an issue because I don't feel It's like, once again, if the reasons behind quote-unquote blackwashing is because black people are often underrepresented in media, and they want to draw their favorite characters in ways that represent them. It's out of love. It's not out of spite. Whitewashing is typically done out of spite. In fact, I'm not even gonna say typically. It's 100% of the time done out of spite. Now there is saying that there is, sometimes Eastern artists get a little sniped just because they have a more a very light color palette, and they'll draw a black character, and sometimes they get sniped by Twitter, and that's a little unfortunate. That's not what I'm talking about. An artist, a 16-year-old artist, there's a wall there, isn't there? Drew, yeah, there was. Ogryn and Momo from Dan to Dan as black characters. And the art piece was very good, and once again, this is a 16-year-old girl. And, only on his Twitter, got harassed by a bunch of racists into deactivating her account. And so a bunch of people, it was kind of like a boon for her because her commissions got full to the full. So shout out to the, she's getting money. Get your money up, not your funny up, is what I always say, quite frankly. Could you... Thank you. And after dealing with Hitler Youth, in solidarity, a bunch of artists and black artists came to their defense, but the voice actor for the English voice actor for Ogryn, who is a black guy, changed his profile picture to the piece of art. Almost forgot what the term for art was. And so did his girlfriend, who doesn't voice Momo, but voices one of the other characters in the show. And what it started was a bunch of, here's what I'm going to say. Japanese people get a pass from a certain type of individuals for racism. They do. There's a lot of, Japan has a big racism problem. I mean, every country in the world seems to have it. But for some reason, it seems that Eastern cultures get a pass because, because, I don't know, people seem to have it in their head like they have no idea what the cultural zeitgeist is in other countries. I'm not going to sit here, I know the ins and outs of Japanese culture, but I'm not, naive to the 100% of it. I've maybe got, I've got enough to know what would be appropriate to do there or not. There's a Plague Ogryn somewhere. So, especially on the internet, where it's okay, buddy. I may not know all of Japanese internet, but I know, I see enough of it to get a vibe. Where's this Plague? Oi! Oi! Come back here! Oh my god, this Plague Ogryn's going for the play of the goddamn game here. Anyway. Oh, rip. Jesus Christ. And essentially, the voice actor then caught on the harassment, which he was it was kind of oh, he's doing this on purpose so the 16-year-old stops getting harassed, because he even tweeted this is just every day in the life of a black guy, in a position especially on his. And once again, I'm not here to talk about the ins and outs of Japanese racism issue, because I got to look in my own backyard first before I start trying to solve Japan's problems. But I was just making some cultural commentary about how people from Asian countries or Eastern countries seem to get a pass with racism. And also it's a bit hypocritical for all these Japanese people to be oh, this is attacking our culture, when it's not. Once again, these aren't done out of hate. It's not, and once again, people on Elon Musk's Twitter assuming that all characters are white. You know how it goes. But like, it's not like Japan hasn't used and abused other people's cultures for their profit. Look at Fate Grand Order, okay? And also, like, once again, where was this outrage with other art trends, like Brazilian Miku? It seems that it's only when it's characters getting drawn as black that it's a problem. It's like, interesting. You know, humans are pattern recognizing creatures, and mayhaps I be recognizing a pattern or two. There is a trapper on their way, and I'm a little worried about it. Yep. I was right to be worried about it. I got trapped. Unlucky. But there's another charge of the heal, so I will be taking it. Yeah, but I'm not going to go too deep into that. I just felt like kind of pointing it out. Maybe, you know, opening it up for further examination. Because it is interesting. It only seems to happen with this. And also, like once again, I'm not going to say, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my god, I love blackwashing so much. But I'm like, as a white guy, I don't get offended by it. Now, if you're saying, oh, but it's the Japanese people get offended. And I'm like, yeah, but once again, it's not done out of hate. It's not, like, whitewashing very much is done out of hate. You know, as a white individual myself, I can call out my own backyard here. You know. Anyway, that's enough of that. Go back to talk about Cars 2, eh? Is there not a... I thought I saw a trapper. Anyway, this game's been going pretty... It's going pretty alright. There's a game I'm looking forward to called The Bazaar. It's kind of like... I'd like to say it's a Balatro-like. Now you may be saying, oh, so a roguelike. Yeah, but it's like, in the way that Balatro has, like, you know, you have your cards, and then you have your modifiers via the jokers. It's kind of... Bazaar's kind of like that, except it's kind of like... Balatro, Hearthstone... Balatro and Hearthstone, like, did the fusion dance, and then had a baby with another version of themselves that put on the earrings, right? It is... Because it's a card... PV... As far as I can tell, it's a PvEVP card battler, and it's like if you get to 10 wins, you win. So it's not like it's not like a battle royale in a way. So example, you have like your weapon, which can be let's say for example it's a spear, and then you have like some trinkets like we'll just say like a water wheel, a clock and whatnot. And the water wheel's like, oh, the water wheel. If you have it next to a clock item, it adds haste to your weapon so it attacks faster. And then the other item I said. Wow, I didn't get a sniper. Brutal. Sorry, I cannot res that guy. I could not get that res off. It was a miracle I wasn't taking fire damage.
It is time to continue onwards.
Sucking up this health. And I lost it immediately. Amazing. I'm so good. I don't. Somehow I wasn't taking fire damage there, but you know I'm gonna count my blessings. What else was happening in the culturals? Oh yeah, Zeitgeist today. Oh, they caught the guy allegedly. It might not be the guy. We're assuming a 99.9% chance it's the guy that shot that CEO guy. Oh my god. His name was Luigi. I can't remember his last name. Some with an M. Luigi M. Luigi's Mansion. So, and apparently he had a manifesto. It was only 2 pages long, which is like, once again, you're an Ivy League student. You couldn't get longer than 2 pages. You know, and it's going to be very interesting because it seems, you know, hand on the pulse, that the American people maybe not in favor of this guy of what he did, but they're not like, it's kind of like that Dave Chappelle scene where like, I don't think he did it, but even if he did do it, because like across the board, across both political parties and all sort of swings of life, people fucking hate our healthcare. It's very bad, and that's no surprise. So it's going to be interesting because there is like, I'd say there's a non-zero chance that the jury just adjudicates. I think that's the term, where they just kind of say, I feel only a modicum amount of scam going on there. I learned that Ragers technically count as double hits for most of their attack, which explains a lot, I'm gonna be real. If that is the case. I learned that from Tanner Lindbergh, and that individual's very rarely drove me wrong. In fact, almost has never driven me wrong. So I'm gonna assume that they are correct. And knowing that fact puts a lot of things into perspective about why I hate Ragers so much. Ow. There's a trap around here, but I'm also like, put the fries in the bag, little bro. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh, I just might be cooked. Unlucky. I might not die. They're kind of standing in the fire like an idiot. Oh no, I'm gonna die. This guy up here. Well, there goes my streak unless someone can save me. No, I doubt it. Oh well. I made a mistake. I forgot the path in my head and I fucked up. That is an oopsie doopsie on my end. God damn. I always die in like the dumbest ways on the Orc Maelstrom, and I don't mean like, oh, like the game's being stupid. It's like me being stupid and dumb and stupid and dumb and dumb and stupid. Like if I had just simply not gone that way, if I had gone the other way, it would have been fine. But remember, dumb, stupid, dumb, and stupid. But you know, it is what it is. Well, while we're doing that, let's check what's trending on Twitter. The models for Marvel Rivals got released, so it's a bit of an Oppenheimer moment going on. I've seen Squirrel Girl in a modicum of compromising position so far, which is, you know, not to say I'm surprised. I'm not gonna, you know. Alright, let's see what the trend is. I don't want to read that. Oh, the Cowboys lost today, and the way they lost made me want to drive off the edge of a cliff, metaphorically speaking. Because they had lost in like the last minute. The Bengals got a touchdown after the Cowboys fumbled it. Like, my Lord have mercy on my soul, because I know I won't have mercy on them. Like, holy moly. Like, I want to, like, metaphorically speaking, what if I went to the Dallas headquarters and started throwing wrenches at the windows? Metaphorically speaking, you know? It was like an even game all the way up. And then all the Cowboys just fumbled. I mean, it's like what they do every year, right? They have a good year. Well, not this year, obviously. They have a good year. Cowboys fans are like, this is the time we make it to playoffs. They get the playoffs, and they lose first round. It's like, oh. Or they don't even make it. And it's like, oh. Shucks. Seeing someone using the combat axe in the big 2024 does feel crazy, but I respect those that stick to the OG. thought... I was like, what is that? It's me. I'm gonna run down and get healed.
Analysis recommends data retrieval at this site.
Ugh. Thank God for the forward momentum on the fist. Otherwise, that could have been real bad there.
Data inbound.
Oh, fuck. Alrighty. Had to put on my damn juke shoes for that one.
Cyber exfiltration faltering.
Oh yeah, Hatsune Miku's coming to Fortnite. And once again, Hatsune Miku following the trend of Godzilla, following Godzilla to every universe. Godzilla got added to Fortnite, and then Hatsune Miku came for it. They truly are soulmates. Also, I will say, Godzilla, I mean, obviously we knew it'd be a little cursed, but Godzilla's model in Fortnite is a little cursed. Like, it's Godzilla with human proportions, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's Godzilla Monster trying to do Monster Godzilla Fire, whatever the rest of that song is. But it's a little awkward, right? Because it's like seeing the bipedal T-Rex after knowing that we were like, oh, this is how they would have walked. It's a bit like, oh, well, this is just wrong. And then seeing this weird bipedal wrong Godzilla, or like, not bipedal, vertically bipedal. I don't even know if that makes any damn sense. This Godzilla that stands up completely straight, wearing the J's, is also crazy. But also the J's are incredibly funny in Fortnite, so I'm glad that they're in there. Because finally seeing, you can get one perfect cell in Jordans, which is in itself funny. You can also get Venom in Jordans, which is also funny. Because there's, you know, the funny Venom dunking Spider-Man thing, and then perfect cell being like the only counter to LeBron out in the galaxy. Now, it's a shame that not all the skins... I mean, it makes sense that not all the skins can fit the J's on, because some of them just don't have human feet. But, like, why can't Jinx wear the J's? Powder can. Or not Powder. Vi. You know who I'm not a Fortnite gamer. As you all know. I played Fortnite a bit, and I played a bit when No Build came out. And I had fun with it, but it wasn't something I was going to stick around for. Sorry, I had a bit of heartburn here. But I do appreciate for what it is in the cultural zeitgeist. I believe it is a necessary sort of thing, because it is a place where like kids can conglomerate somewhat safely. I say somewhat. I don't know how bad it is on custom servers in terms of like scamming and Roblox and stuff, which have like obviously like pedo rings. And also it's just like a cultural, like a constant pillar in the cultural stratosphere, which is like somewhat lacking in today's thing, where the times shift so quickly that it's nice to have something seemingly so static. Like, you have to remember, back in the day, memes lasted for years. Think how long Maya Ha lost. Think how long Dramatic Chipmunk, any of the Star Wars memes, right? Like, these memes lasted forever. Now it's like memes are gone, you know, some stick around a little longer than others, but generally most of them are gone within weeks, if they're lucky. So it takes a lot for something like Fortnite to stay relevant in the zeitgeist. Because in my head I was going to bring up Skibidi Toilet, but then again I went to the store today because I had to get some new shoes because I have a job interview coming up and my shoes are currently exploded. I spent $70 on shoes today. Why are they so expensive? I remember when shoes were like $20 for a good pair. Anyway, there were Skibidi Toilet trading cards because I was going in the aisle where they have Warhammer Heroes. They didn't have any, unfortunately, which was like a shame. But what is happening on my screen? I hope that's the game and not my monitor. There were Skibidi Toilet trading cards, which I thought was like, wow, society. But where was I? Oh yeah, I really want Warhammer to get into Fortnite because we've had Warhammer collabs with Call of Duty, and we all know how those skins looked, right? And Fortnite would actually do Space Marines justice while making it work for the video game, and obviously you can have Sisters of Battle and stuff. Now you may be saying, oh, isn't that a little too gory or a little too adult for Fortnite? And I say no, because they have stuff like the Xenomorph Predator, they have Fallout stuff, obviously, they have Arcane, right? And obviously it's a game where you shoot and kill people, so it's like, you know. Ooh, Maelstrom Medallion. Hey, that's actually kind of a cool insignia. But yeah. What can I say? I really like the bomber border as well. Yeah. It just I want because like I love Warhammer and I want it to be more in the cultural. I've said the word. Take a shot for every time I've said the words cultural zeitgeist today. You'll die of alcohol poisoning, or at least get a nice buzz. But I like Warhammer, and I probably wouldn't play it, but I'd like Warhammer to be treated seriously, because the Call of Duty collab, let's not pretend that it looks any good. Like, once again, we know what they look like. But if you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother, but you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye bye.